Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Sunday's Game Night. And tonight we are playing Mysterium, a cooperative. I don't even know how you describe it. It's like a detective-y type game, except one person plays the ghost, and the cards are kind of like Dixit cards. So tonight I am joined by Pineapple again. Hi, Pineapple.
Ahoy!
We've also got Frothgar back.
Hello.
And newcomer, DarkLavenderVoid, who is currently updating Tabletop Simulator.
It's done now.
Yay!
Okay, let me figure out how this works because I've only done this one time before. Okay.
Just don't read the password out loud and we're good.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm trying to think because the way that you play this in real life is going to be a little bit different than how we're playing it in Tabletop Simulator because of the things that you have to do to make it work, because the mod that I got was kind of incomplete. But we are going to be playing on medium difficulty. There are 4 players, so that means that we are going to have 6 of each of these cards. And these cards here, I'm just going to show real quick to stream. They represent our suspects. So, like, for example, this lovely merchant lady.
Ugh.
She's lovely. Shut up. I can see you trying to join. We have locations. So like this kitchen, pantry area. And then we also have weapons. Like this pair of pliers, I guess?
No, gun shears. Think like to cut.
Yeah, those are garden shears.
Small,
Oh, garden shears, yeah.
small twigs, I guess.
Uh,
Not like branches, but thin things. It's like a trimmer or something.
and the way it's been described to me, and I think it works quite well as the thing for the game, I have been murdered by one of those people, and a gathering of mediums and mystics are all trying to solve my murder.
That's us.
However, due to the peculiarities of ghost law, I can only communicate to you vaguely through dreams as to who might have been my murderer and with what and where.
So for an example of one of the dreams that we might be receiving, here's a little mouse with a top hat. Well, rat, I guess, with a top hat and coat in a market.
Oh,
With an abacus.
so cute.
Yeah.
And so, if someone had that woman who may have been a merchant, I could have tried to convey the message of the merchant woman killed me by using the rat in a marketplace card to attempt to convey through inference that market plus market woman equals correct. But it's
Alrighty
just as likely that I'm actually trying to convey that it was the man in the top hat that killed me.
Yeah, so this is going to be a little challenging, but I'm
This is
looking
gonna
forward to
be
it.
interesting. I think you mean very interesting.
Feel free to shuffle those, Pineapple, and put them in any order, assign whatever. Whoop! No, not those. The ones in your secret area.
I was trying to hit the R on them, shuffle them up.
Oh, you were hitting F.
Yeah, and those are right next to each other on a normal keyboard. Amazingly. Let's see. What colors do we have in action right now?
We have purple, red, and yellow.
Okay.
So while you're deciding what goes where and all that jazz, I'm going to explain what our role is going to be as psychic detectives. So the clock here is going to start at 1. We have until... We basically have connection with our ghost friend until the end of 7 o'clock. So if we do not complete our deductions by the stroke of 8 o'clock, we lose, as far as I'm aware. We also have these little clairvoyancy tokens that I had to make because they didn't actually come with the mod. And what we're going to do is once we have received our visions, we're going to take our little pawns here and place them on what we think that vision means. We start with suspect, then we move to locate.
You have too many cards.
You have too many cards? You should have 7 cards. Select.
Right, but
Select.
isn't that... I'm pretty sure that 7 should be too many if we've got 3 people. Because who's the 7th card gonna be?
Oh, that would be hard mode. I'm sorry. Okay, so what... You also have the false positives as well. So discard the extras.
But I usually align the false positives with a player that is not currently active. And if I don't have some sort of marker to align them to, it gets a little bit extra tricky. You know what I mean?
I'm not sure what you mean now.
Okay. There are 6 colors. I have 7 cards. Makes it harder when I don't have another color.
Would you like me to make you another color?
That would be lovely.
And actually, I think I gave
Then
you
again,
too
I
many
don't really
cards,
have-
but that's okay. We'll just play it on hard mode.
How many cards were you supposed to give me?
6.
Okay, well, I'll just discard one.
But then I have to discard one out of here, too, and I don't know...
How
Here,
about you
I'll show
discard
you what
one?
I'm discarding. How about that? I'm discarding this one,
Perfect.
this one, and this one. So remove those and replace them. Okay, that's the one.
Right, but it's trying to give you one underneath. They're not separating, because I'm bad at this.
That's okay.
Remember that thing where I'm terrible at Tabletop Simulator?
It's okay. I'm
Don't
used
worry,
to
I
it
am
from
too.
playing with your sister.
Wow, you just made fun of their entire family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, there's plenty more
What?
of us.
As appropriate.
I mean, Kelsa is really bad
Have
at
to.
it, but it's okay because I enjoy playing with her.
Yeah, me too.
And we have a lot of fun. Okay.
I'm also terrible at controlling this game. I always flip cards as well. It's, it's awful.
Let's get them not on top of each other. Because they're like snapping to...
Yeah, there is a grid.
Right, but they're overlapping. Instead of being on like a separated grid, they're on an overlapping grid.
Yeah,
It's frustrating.
it's a little... Okay.
I just have to make them even further apart instead of sorta kinda close, but not.
So we
Because
can...
it's either touching or not. Okay.
I'm going to place our pawns here. We are going to start on basically the suspect track, where we're trying to figure out first who our suspect is, then we'll move on to location, and then once we figured out location, we'll move on to murder weapon. What's going to happen is that the ghost is going to give us visions every hour, basically. And we have to use those visions to try to figure out which clue we're trying to be led towards. But we also, because there's enough of us, we're going to use our clairvoyancy tokens. So, like, for example, let's say that Frothgar was like, I think my vision means that this guy did it. I might play a clairvoyancy token on him to say, I agree with that. Or, I disagree with that. If my prediction is correct, I will get to add to the clairvoyancy track. And you want to add to your clairvoyancy track because at the end of the game, if we each of us successfully gets a suspect, location, and murder weapon correct, and we have those in our hand, we get to move on to figuring out who the true culprit is, and that will help us in that phase of the game. But we can worry about that once we get there, if we get there. Was there anything else that I needed to explain, Pineapple, or do you think we're okay to just get started?
I believe we're okay to just get started. Remind me how many cards
7.
I get. It's 7?
Mm-hmm. And after you give a Psychic Investigator a vision, you draw back up to 7, and then move on to the next one. And you can give as many or as... You have to give at least 1 card to each investigator, but you can give more than 1.
Must give at least 1 clue per person. And the timer activates only after the last of you has been given your clue.
Yes.
And it's entirely legal for me to stall that as long as possible.
Yes.
Alrighty then.
Okay. Alright, this is going to take me a bit to formulate a plan as to what will be whose clue and try to not have false positives being hinted at.
Okay, so while you're doing that, let's take a look at who our suspects could be. We have someone who looks like some kind of detective or crime scene analyst, or possibly photo restorer.
That's a barber, isn't it?
Is he a barber? Oh,
Yeah,
he is a
that's
barber.
like Sweeney Todd.
I'm so bad at this. I'm gonna get us all. I'm gonna make us lose. Yeah, he's totally a barber. I thought that was fingerprint dust.
Oh, right. Shaving cream.
Postman.
Yeah.
Merchant lady. I think I'm correct on that one. With all the money and the bell.
Yeah.
We've
Yeah,
got
and the groceries.
Yeah. We've got a hunter. Yes?
Definitely.
Okay.
Definitely.
We've got a chef.
Totes.
Yep.
And a soldier.
Definitely.
Okay.
Awesome.
Oh my gosh.
Scottish soldier.
Damn it.
Yeah, actually Scottish shoulder. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah,
Shoulder.
Scottish soldier specifically.
The first clue has been given to the yellow psychic.
Ooh, let's see what it is. Oh, and you play
Gosh.
them face up.
You guys were busy, so I played it face down.
Okay, so feel free to flip that, Dark Lavender Void, and see what your clue is.
I flip with
F.
Cool. Alright, let me twist myself around. So I
Huh.
can see.
Or you can also hold Alt and mouse over it, and that'll make it bigger.
Cool.
And then you can scroll in with the scroll wheel. A
Looks
house
like
made of
Sand?
sand?
being blown away. There's old timey bicycles in the clouds.
Yeah.
It reminds me of like
itty bitty winds and
what's his face?
tornadoes coming down.
So,
But this is
clouds.
England, so there's no tornadoes, so it's got to be wind.
What is his name? The guy who makes you go to sleep by putting
Sandman?
Yeah, the Sandman. He has a very different name in Danish. So I keep forgetting what his English name is. So yeah, it reminds me a bit of Sandman somehow. Like
but
the visuals here.
who would that be, though, as far as...
Who would have something to do with sand?
Or
Red
powder.
psychic.
Or wind.
The red psychic has now also been given a clue.
Ooh.
Or a
Let us
house on the
see.
beach.
Whoop. A train.
A
Circus
hat.
train? A man with a hat and a mask?
And a salamander? Or a crocodile or something?
Yeah. And cactuses? I guess. Dark clouds?
Oh gosh, I'm gonna lose this game. I don't
boy.
know what any of that means.
This is...
And I can't give you hints.
I know!
Other than the cards I've already given.
Huh.
Now,
This is
an
so
important
interesting.
note- an important note, if you fail, keep the hints I've already given and all future hints stack until you get it right. And you can deduce by being told you didn't succeed a round that what you chose was not yours, and therefore narrow your choices
And also,
as we go.
if other people do succeed, they'll pick up that card, and that will also narrow down your choices.
Indeed. And again, if you are not confident, you can express that to your fellows, and they can then use their psychic power point to say, I think they're not going to get it right, and then you'll get the prestige points for voting against them.
Right, yeah. Yeah, I have no idea.
I'm going to leave you guys with a little bit more time before giving the clue, final clue.
Okay.
What I'm thinking with the sand is like something earthy, someone who's like connected to like the earth somehow. And
I wonder
the only
also...
one I can think of is the hunter at the moment, because like hunting and like providing food and that sort of thing.
My issue is that I don't know how pineapple gives clues, because one thing I also thought of is like that shape of that wind cloud with the sand kind of looks like the drape of the cloth on the chef. Like the cloth that's kind of draped there kind of looks the same.
I think I know what you mean, yeah.
So it could also be that. It could have nothing to do... And it's almost like an inversion of those colors, but I have no idea if that's correct or if I'm just like really reaching.
Yeah.
But also
for the most fun, I will explain my clues after you succeed.
That sounds like fun. But I do think it's interesting that that one was played that way. Wasn't it? And that is matching kind of that shape. So I don't know.
Yeah, I'm also thinking about the way the card is like laying compared to like the players. So
how was because
you could like turn it upside down.
Yeah, I don't know though, because that's also facing him, so he may just not have flipped it. Like that's
I think so. Yeah.
So yes, they're both facing me. I did not turn them.
Okay. Awesome.
As far as the guy in the train, my first thought is postmaster.
Yes.
Yeah, me too.
I would agree with that.
But for the sand guy,
and that maybe makes sense with the bicycles and the cloud, maybe.
I don't know.
Because it's like wind and movement, and having
Another
to
thing
go around
that
and
we
stuff.
Forgot to mention is that your 6 clairvoyancy tokens come as 3 positives and 3 negatives, and once expended, you do not get them back until the end of phase 4. However, you do get all of them back, so it's good to make sure they're all used by then.
I'm thinking the train. If you look at the soldier, on his picture, there's like maps and lines. Soldiers could also go to be sent to war on trains, like shipped on trains. Maybe.
What is phase 4? Because I only see 2 phases in the rules.
Do
you mean game turns?
Hour 4.
Okay.
Yes. Hour 4.
Okay.
And just to complicate matters, here, have a time limit.
Thank you.
Okay, so I have another hypothesis. The
I'm the
sand
soldier.
could be like powder from
You
the
have 2
barber,
cards there. That's good.
and
Oh, yeah.
I'm the soldier.
Okay.
I see why you saved me for last.
I'll agree with that.
But we have a time limit, so you only have a minute.
Yeah.
So
But
you need to
looking
pick
at
your
these
dudes.
cards, okay. Oh, so I also have to pick one, even if I.
Yeah,
think
you gotta pick one
you're
now.
correct.
Go!
You have 40
Okay.
seconds remaining to choose.
So I don't have to use my clairvoyance thing.
You do not have to, but it is recommended.
Hurry up!
To either
Oh
vote
my
positive-
Pick
Okay.
one.
Wait,
Use
you both
move
think
your
that you're.
cursor.
Everybody thinks they're the.
I don't know if I'm doing this correctly. But yeah, 5 seconds.
Okay, well. It'll be really sad if all of you are wrong. But only one of you can be right. Okay. So the way I'm reading this is, everyone has said that they think that they're the soldier. Asteyni has decided that she believes that neither of the other 2 are correct in that assumption.
Yes.
And also, both of the other psychics believe that Asteyni is correct in her assumption. Amusingly, everybody gets prestige points. Because
Okay.
we're all right about your guesses in that vote, but only Asteyni is correct about who she is. Now, again, you do not actually get those
Yep,
back.
I'm just setting them aside. They're not in my bag. Okay, so I get to take the soldier. Rather than put it in a thing, I'm just going to put it in my hand here.
Okay. So we are the soldier, or we.
You can't be
We
the
are
soldier
assigned?
now.
No.
Yeah.
But we are assigned
Yes.
something, right?
Your
Okay.
visions
I
are...
misunderstood that.
Oh. Yeah, so we each have
Okay.
our own unique culprit, location, and murder weapon.
I see. Okay, now I am up to speed.
That's okay. So
Fantastic.
we're going to advance
And-
the hour track. So now it is hour 2.
I've taken the discard pile.
Okay.
You know.
And since I was correct, I get to move on now to location. So now I'm going to be guessing location. You 2 are still going to be guessing suspect. But that's okay. Because you'll get more
And the
clues.
And it makes
Yeah.
it terribly tricky on me because I need to. Can you reset the clock?
What do you mean? Oh, yeah. Actually, all you have to do is right click and then go to timer and then hit the green play button and it'll start from 2 minutes.
Aha. But I thought it was a 1 minute.
It's 2 minutes.
18-second.
Okay. I had already started it and paused it, so it was like
Aha.
so
So you guys had less time than you should.
like 2 seconds less.
Yeah, well.
It's
Anyway.
okay. I mean,
So, I cursed the game, and it did, because it did the standard Cards Against Humanity thing of the minute I played my first card, the next best thing came out. So,
Fantastic.
this will They should have been played together, but I didn't have that option at the time.
Oh, I know what you are now. I
Yeah.
mean, I already
I
kind of
think so, too.
suspected that, but
Oh, actually.
Expound.
Yeah, no, I think I know as well.
which means I get to use some of my "you're correct" clairvoyancy dude dads.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't have enough. You said we had 3 of each, right? 3 correct.
You should have 3 of each,
Okay, 1 second.
because each bag holds 6, yes?
I think I only had 5 in there.
Yeah, that's only
I
5.
have only 5 as well.
Here you go.
Yeah.
There we go. Yeah.
I gave everybody
I've used
more.
1, so
And then
yeah, I've used 1, so 5 now is correct.
Yep.
Weird.
No, it's so cluttery.
Well, then use them and put them away.
I drank my coffee too quickly.
Oh
Damn
no. And yes, Yashiku, abstract clues are the best clues.
Think. That's
Foosh.
Whoosh.
both.
You opened something.
Ooh.
Sounded
Your
like a cola or
clues.
something.
Yes, I have colas. Let's see.
It got very hectic when I put you on a time limit, so I will be a little bit more conservative about when
Yeah.
we do that.
Let's see. I have a thing with books and a door.
I think I know.
And I have a rainy thing.
Oh, goodness.
I'm leaning towards this one.
Should I say what I think?
Yeah, go for it.
I think that one.
Why do you think that one?
I'm
Like-
thinking like nighttime, like child's room, somehow. I don't know why. That's just the image I get in my head.
I feel like
but
it's not night in there, so... And that doesn't look like a bedroom to me. It looks like a play area.
yeah, that's probably true.
Like,
yeah.
the two that I'm torn between would be, like, this one and this one. But the first one that I linked at... Oh, there is an umbrella in there. But no books.
Yeah.
And no
But I can't
door.
see any books being in that shack.
Yeah, but the shack does have a door.
That's true, and it is at night.
I don't know.
At the same time, some of the prevalent parts of the picture aren't the door, like the there's a lot of stuff in front of the door.
That's
too, so.
true. Like letters and books and a paper airplane. And that could
And maybe
indicate
he's trying
child.
to suggest that, oh, we opened the door and now we're in here, or whatever.
Maybe.
Yeah,
Or,
like,
I mean,
it's
it could
just clutter.
indicate
like-
clutter. Or it could indicate...
stuff-
Yeah, that's what I was
Safe.
thinking too. Yeah.
Yeah,
or it could
yeah.
indicate childish stuff. But maybe it's clutter.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm leaning towards that one.
I am too.
I am now too. And I was between those two.
Should I tell you, Lavender, what I think you are?
I think we all know what he is.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Thinking, like-
he's definitely the chef.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then for you,
It could
I think you're
very vaguely be the other lady, but
No,
I'm definitely
I don't
sure
think
it's
so.
that one.
I think it's the chef
I don't
because I feel like this first one indicates the chef more than her.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
then I think
definitely.
that you're probably the postmaster, but it'll depend
Yes.
on what your next clue is. But I feel
Yeah.
like we're ready for it.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm just.
Probably.
I've actually been struggling this whole time trying to figure out which one of the cards that I currently have I can give to him that will indicate what he is still wanting, and also not be depleting good ammunition for next turn.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And that's tricky.
Yep.
But I think this is what I'll have to do.
Okay, flip it over because he's gonna start the clock.
Oh.
The timer is
Yeah, you're
see.
postmaster. Okay.
That's pretty cryptic, though.
Okay, timer
Sure.
started. Make your guesses.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with this.
Okay, so you're supposed to take your pawn and put it there. And then that's for other people's guesses. So, like, for example, I think you're correct.
Yeah, I think you're correct, too.
I think you're correct. You can do it for more than one person.
I think this is correct.
Oh, yeah.
And I can do 2, so...
I think that might...
What if
I
I'm
think
not
that
sure
might be
about
wrong.
the...
You have to either vote yes or you have to think that they're right or think that they're wrong. And if they're wrong, then you'll get points if you think they're wrong. And if they're right, then you'll get points if you think they're right. You think he might not be the postmaster, or just hedging the bet?
I don't know.
Are we ready to stop the clock and reveal, or do we want to let it run down and second guess ourselves?
I'm comfortable with my choices.
Okay.
No, actually, I think you're correct.
Okay.
Final answer?
Yeah, good enough.
Okay.
Good enough.
Stopping the clock.
Okay. Everyone is correct.
Yay.
Woo!
So that means I get 2 more.
Now, as said, I was going to explain my card. The first one, I see that as a gingerbread house. That's the cinnamon blowing away.
I thought about that too, but
I was thinking
then I
some kind
saw
of food
sand
thing, but yeah.
yeah. Okay.
And it would have been much more obvious if I had just given someone else their clue first, and then my second draw was immediately the bakery parade, and I could have just played them together.
Yeah.
Much better.
So, was I correct on my 2? I think they're right. I think they're wrong as well.
You
On
put
the
you put
yellow-
both. I think they're right, right? Yeah, you flipped it afterwards because you said that it was the chef and it was this room, and it was the chef and it was that room. Oops, what did I take?
Okay. So
I-
so that's
No, that's okay.
so that's 3
You should be
points
at
for
3
that, right?
then.
No, I had 1 before as well.
Yeah, I know, and then 2, 3.
So
This
No,
is only
but-
the second round.
yeah, but shouldn't I get 3 points for being correct in my assumption that I'm...
You only
That
get 1
guy-
point per correct thing, right?
No. You only get 1 point. You only get those points for the circle chips, and you don't get points for.
Right, gotcha. Okay.
What you get for guessing the right card is you get the card and move on to the next round.
Yep.
I see. Okay.
So yeah, you should be at 3 points. DarkLavenderVoid should be at 2, and I'm at 4.
Okie doke.
And then we can also discard our visions.
Nice.
Can we keep them?
I don't think so.
No.
Oh.
Let me group them together for you.
The cards were given for the postmaster because of a theme of travel.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because that was the best I had to go on for him.
Yeah.
What about the chair and then the the whatever. It looked like tablets, but
I thought it was mail
probably
falling
not.
on a chair.
And you guys were right on the money about the attic space. The door picture was more to convey clutter, and I was just face palming when she went for the shack, because I hadn't even considered the shack as being
The only one with the
something you
door,
could-
yeah.
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 And it looked gloomy, and rain made me think of gloom. So I'm glad that you guys dissuaded me from that.
And but that's precisely what the false positives are there for me to fail to consider and then get chosen because you guys see them when I didn't.
Okay.
Asteyni needs to figure out a murder weapon.
Yep.
And we need our locations.
Okay.
This is a really interesting game.
I really
like
like
it.
Yeah.
it.
This is super awesome.
This is about what I hoped it would be.
Yeah. I didn't actually know what to expect, but this is great.
Well, I'm glad
First
you're
clue
enjoying
has
it.
been given.
Oh, let's see what it
Get
is.
over there.
Boop, flippity flip. Ooh.
Immediately, I think this.
Yeah, I think that's because I imagine that this shack is in a swamp or something. And
Yeah, it might be the shack.
thinking about the swamp.
Oh, could be. Well,
But yeah, vegetation.
I think either one of those.
Yeah, it's one of those two, I think.
Yeah.
definitely.
But the garden seems more cultivated, whereas this card very much seems uncultivated. So I'm more inclined to go with the shack that's out in the
You
dark
could be very right about that.
wild.
I mean, yeah, it could.
Also, this like clutter as well, like
Yeah.
trash.
Yeah, that's true.
Perhaps.
But there's clutter.
But then-
There's clutter in both places.
That's true.
There is.
But
Actually,
I do feel
I'm-
like it could be the shack because there is like a house in this dark center place, and the shack
Yeah.
is dark, amid
Yeah.
trees and
But-
shit.
It actually looks like a sunken tower.
Oh,
To me, but
your
like a
card.
tower that's sunk into something.
What does
Oh,
your card mean?
There are three of them there.
something
two
out of
unstacked.
the
Oh, there's
Nightmare?
3.
Oh.
Okay, hold on.
Oh shit! That looked like something out of the nightmare. Paris,
Trees.
the Eiffel Tower.
Chill out.
Oh, so like travel. I
Hmm.
bet I'm immediately thinking it's the hunters area, like the hunters lodge.
Yeah,
Like travel,
Yeah.
and there's a chair, and
the luxurious chair. Yeah,
And then-
whatever the hell that is. The third.
The third one is weird though. Like, is that
Yeah.
supposed to be stuff hanging on the walls? Like,
I'm not sure, but
Like-
yeah, I'm also leaning towards that one.
or like a river of blood from all the things you've killed? I don't know.
Yeah, perhaps. A very murderous mailman. Wow.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I feel like that's the only one that makes sense to me from these
The
two.
only
cards.
other thing is maybe the color scheme, on that one. Because
Maybe.
they're sort of similar, but
I don't know.
I don't get any other feel.
Paris.
like-
This doesn't make me think
Damn it.
Paris. This makes me think like you could have gone to Paris.
Yeah, I'm leaning towards that one.
And also, the
But
Paris one
Paris,
has
maybe
bugs
that
in
one.
it, like the bees, and there are the insects on the wall, the butterflies. So
Yes, that's true.
I don't know.
It could be maybe that one, but I'm very
I'm
much
almost-
leaning towards the other one.
I'm personally leaning towards this one, the kind of pink.
If you
Room.
if you just press tab quickly, then you ping, so you can like point out where you want.
Oh, tab. Aha. Yeah.
Yes, awesome.
Cool.
And there's
Yeah.
like there's animals
I'm torn
in
between
almost
those two.
all of these. Like the chair has snakes and birds. There's bees in Paris. I mean, it could be a color scheme thing, but he hasn't really done that so far.
No. Well, maybe it's too early to tell. We'll see.
I feel like trying to justify why you think something is the case in this game is sometimes just like, but I feel it, you know, man?
Yeah.
Well,
Alright, start the
you are
timer.
mediums
It just
taking your
is.
psychic visions.
Oh, gosh.
And the worst part is, I can't confirm any of those suspicions from you, so I have to be quiet and fight the urge to
No, you're wrong!
I think mine is
Give
either
into
a
that.
vase
tell someone's
or
right.
a needle, and this is needle sticking out of an apple, so I'm going to go with the needle.
Yeah. Definitely.
Alright, you guys, pick your things so I can vote on you.
My thing is where am I? Yeah, this thing. My thing is this thing.
Okay, well, I have to vote like this, so we'll see.
Yeah, I'm gonna
That's
say...
the fun thing, is you run out of positive votes, and then you have to bet against people.
I believe this is correct.
Okay.
Are we done?
Everyone locked in? Got a minute to change your mind.
I'm good. Are you guys good?
Me too. Me too.
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. The verdict.
No one is right.
Oh,
Okay, well,
Really?
I get 1 point, at least.
And I get a point for being right about.
Red also gets that point, and yellow also gets a point. Because each one of you put at least one negative vote out, so everybody got 1 point.
And then it
From
goes
everyone
to
being
hour
wrong.
4, and everything resets. So we have our
At the end of our
end of hour 4. Okay, so
double check that though if you've got the rules.
yeah, I've
on
got the
you.
rules handy. Let me
It might be the beginning of hour 4.
let me
Back.
see if I can find it in the rules. Intuition tokens.
have I done this wrong?
At the start of the
with
4th game turn.
tokens?
Okay.
But is the 4th game turn hour 5? No, the 4th game turn is hour 4. I think. Because we started on 1, and then we did 2,
Right.
and then we did 3. So yeah, we get them back.
Okay.
Did I do the tokens wrong?
What
Do
do
you
you
only
mean?
get like 3 positive and 3 negative votes?
Yes.
Or can
Right.
you switch them?
You are not supposed to
How
switch them.
Okay, then I might have done it. I've
That's
done
okay.
It wrong,
You
then.
just do it
Well,
correctly
sorry.
next time, and it's fine.
And
Yeah.
you've got them all
Sorry.
back now, so it's
Okay.
okay. You all still have your cards because I was not able to convey the message properly. I must continue to attempt to add to what has already been seen.
Good luck.
Alrighty then. Well, while you're thinking, I'm gonna quickly run to the bathroom.
Okay.
We're back.
Interesting. Useless.
I wonder if maybe you are in the Hunter's study. DarkLavenderVoid.
Maybe.
Because, I don't know. There's like a knife through a cup, and there's a key in a weird ball of light, and something that looks like it could either be like a trap or like a smushed straw hat or something in that first
Or a
card.
plate.
Or I don't... It's so hard to make out. And then in the second one, you got two guys at a crossroads, and they're like hikery dudes. And, well, one guy is a hikery dude, the other person looks like really bummed out.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's no help at all. Drawing bad cards.
Maybe it was the color theme for Frothgar's, because now I'm thinking he is the child's room, because he's got the sweater with like the pocket full of toys.
I'm back. Sorry.
Welcome back.
This is your new card.
I should have said silently and not quickly, because don't want to wake up the missus. Okay. I see.
I think you're probably that one.
Yeah.
But this is DarkLavenderVoid's new card, and I don't know what it means. I'm leaning towards Hunter Room now, but
I am too.
Yeah. I still think that one, actually.
it could be. But
I was
that's
thinking
inside
that
of
at first.
it's inside
but-
of a conservatory. It's
That's
like,
true.
It's like a greenhouse, and this doesn't scream greenhouse to me. But it could just be that Pineapple has shit cards.
Probably.
I'm just gonna do the shack again. Go back to the shack.
Like, you sure it's not the shack? I really think it's the shack.
And then everybody can be like, no, it's not the shack, and then we can all
Is it
point, and
Jackal?
it's good.
Jackal.
But the thing is
Jackal.
that if we don't...
Yeah, I know, that's... There's probably a
running
rule
out
that's
of
like,
time.
No, don't do that. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, she could pointed out green themes in the card, though. So it could be greenhouse.
True. But then
Oh,
again,
right.
the kitchen's also quite green tinted.
And
And
so
there's
the-
a bunch of...
Oh,
Try to
right
take
click,
this one.
timer, go! What? Dude, ready?
what?
A snake?
The fuck?
And that's also a snake. Maybe it's rope?
Maybe?
I'm gonna go with rope. I think you're
I
correct.
think you're right. And
It'll depend on what DarkLavenderVoid
I think
picks.
you're
for
wrong.
his... Oh, he guessed
Yeah,
that.
He's picked the kitchen.
I changed my mind.
I think it's wrong
Okay.
also. But you also have your clairvoyancy, intuition
Yeah.
tokens to spend.
Mm.
And you've still got a full minute to change your mind if you change your mind.
Aren't you missing a couple of tokens, or is it because the stack?
I'm
They're
missing
stacked.
what token it looks like.
Oh, okay, okay. It's stacked
they?
there.
Ah. The heck is it? This one. Yeah, that's probably correct.
Is that your final answer, everyone?
I believe so.
Yes.
All right.
Fun answer. Why do I look so sad? My character looks so sad.
You're just very serious.
Well, you're being talked to by ghosts.
Yeah.
Good point.
But the others don't look sad.
And it's
Oh.
funny that you look so sad because only the red psychic has gotten their card correct.
Interesting.
Yeah. I get one.
Oh, I get two, actually, because I said that DarkLavenderVoid was wrong.
Oh, I did 2. But I didn't get the point for Asteyni's.
Nope. But 7's good. 7 means that if we get to the end game, I will be able to look at all the cards from the shared vision.
Awesome.
And there's still time for the rest of you to get up to 7.
Yep.
But it gets very difficult if someone is not seeing all of the cards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I definitely think it's that one for you so far.
Yeah.
But let's see.
Okay, so what do you think mine could be? I've got an apple stuck with needles with a snake and a butterfly and a skull.
I'm still seeing poison and needle.
But it's not.
I'm still
That's the
seeing that
thing.
one. No.
for
That's really
the
annoying.
children's bedroom, it was actually color theme, and
Damn
I
it.
threw out that red weird one with the lava lake full of mines, simply because it was red, and as a counterpoint against the Hunter's Lodge area, because
okay.
if I just put out the first two without the nonsensically red one,
Mm-hmm.
then there wouldn't be anything to tie it to make you think.
So I
the
was
red
on
room
point
over
to
the
start
yellow
with.
You were, and then
Damn
I
it.
convinced you against it.
Damn you!
I'm sorry.
No, that's okay.
But if I
Yeah.
didn't, see, that's the thing. If I give you a third card, it means something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just go on two of them and try
Yeah,
to
I
do the other.
completely disregarded that. It was stupid of me.
I didn't disregard it. I just didn't have any idea what it meant.
Yeah, that's what I said. I disregarded it as well. And then didn't know what it meant.
I was like, well, River of Blood. There's the dead things in there.
Yeah, I was thinking hell or something. Yeah, I'm really confused about your two cards, Asteyni.
When I
Really
first saw
confused.
the apple, before I realized it was stuck with needles, I was thinking it was the pottery, because it's like on a pedestal, and you might see like a vase on the pedestal or something.
There's flowers on the snake things as well. So I think you might be
Oh,
correct.
so yeah, it
Yeah.
might be
Oh, and
More
All
flowers
the
and
other
a
ones
bell.
don't seem to get close.
that. Yeah, I
definitely.
think it's the vase. We'll see if I'm right or not. Because the other options, there's the iron, which okay. There's a razor blade, and there's shears, and
Yeah.
it could theoretically be shears, but I'm not going to go with that because it doesn't feel right.
Yeah, the vase feels right. I was thinking of the same with the shears. But yeah, it's just too vague for that, I think.
Yeah.
I think you're correct with the
And
the
you know,
vase.
there's time. There's time. If I get that wrong, that like I still have time to get it right. So I'm not too worried about.
Yeah. Alrighty.
Another clue has been given, by the way.
Oh,
I just want to make that saying my profile picture. Just like, I'm a porcupine wearing a mask. I'm so cute.
on a mushroom.
These Jason movies are getting more and more.
Yeah. Still think that one. Still
Me
think that
too.
one. What are you thinking, Lavender?
I still haven't tried the hunting room yet.
Yeah, but we're running out of time.
Yeah, well,
See a hint. 2 hints has been given to me.
All right, the timer has begun.
Yeah.
Ooh, a slingshot and a broom.
Wires. Slingshot.
Could be.
Mm,
Because there are wires in the back. It could be rope.
yeah.
1 minute and 30 seconds remaining.
Yeah.
Waiting for a dark lavender. Well, anyway.
What am I gonna say? I'm gonna go with rope.
Okay.
Mm.
I'm at 7, so it doesn't really matter. So I'm just gonna do
Yeah. I still think you're wrong, man.
that. Maybe you're right. Oh, you've already spent
I think
those.
this is good. Oh yeah, that's correct.
So the other side are the ones you haven't spent yet.
And I have to do this.
Is that your final answer, everyone?
Pretty much.
Yes.
Okay.
I am sorry, it is not the hunting lodge.
All right.
I knew it.
Yeah. You're welcome.
However, the other two are correct.
Woo!
So that means I actually get 2 more points. And so do you, Frothgar, because there are 2 hours left until 7. I think that's how it works. Let me double check.
I believe so, yes. Unfortunately, seeing as there are only 2 hours left, I need to get both of these,
Well, the thing is that he knows which one the next one is, so you have to make
Yep.
sure you.
Yep.
Oh, but the thing is, yeah.
Throw away
So, yeah. So he knows this one. So you just have to make sure you have the cards to make him guess whatever his weapon.
right, but I
Yes.
have to get it done in one.
Yeah, I
the hard
know.
part.
Yeah.
That makes
Otherwise, we all lose.
Oh no. Oh, didn't I? Oh, I thought I moved those. Oh, hold on.
Well,
Here's your little dude back.
Dankeschön. That was loud.
No, come back.
well, seeing as you know what you're getting, I will take advantage of a small
Oh, and
thing
don't
in the
forget, you
rules.
have your 3 discards, like 3 full discards that you get to do.
I thought we were playing hard mode.
No, we were playing medium. Well-
I've been playing. I remember you saying hard mode at the beginning of the game, so I.
Yeah, it was because I was like, no, 7 would be hard mode, so we got rid of a card. But it's fine. It's fine.
But because I am playing hard mode,
You're
I'm
using
just
that
going
to
cheat
discard.
out of
It's smart.
just going to cheat
Treasure.
out a discard.
Oh,
Treasure.
and you can actually use those to say, okay, these are what he doesn't want to use for the weapon.
Yeah.
Huh.